So out of all the episodes we've done, this one has been the worst. Had so many audio problems, and I think it's because it's lucky number 13. If I missed any, just try to ignore them. Enjoy the episode. Hey everyone, and welcome to the 13th episode of the Luke Roxwold Podcast. I'm your host, Luke Roxwold, and today I am here with Austin.
Hey.
Nick.
What's up?
Brent.
It's me.
And Shayne.
What's up?
And as always, remember you can check us out on iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube. So, you have no reason to not listen to us, other than the fact that you don't support us. So, anyway, gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
How's everybody doing?
I'm okay.
Doing pretty good. I'm okay.
I'm not dead. It's fine.
Well, I'm great.
I've survived so far. That's good.
That's right.
It's good. The week's almost over. So, I'm
Amen.
I know.
I'm glad no one went the route of, I'm still alive, so terrible.
Oh my god.
That's right. That's right.
Oh man.
So we have a bunch of people that are not in the
Depression.
podcast today. They're all in trouble. So just saying, letting them know.
That's right. You need to tweet them or message them and let them all know that you hate them.
That's right. Tweet at John and Michael, who don't have Twitters, and tell them that they're in trouble.
Super effective.
So anyway,
Well, so in the end, if you do something enough times, you'll just get it in the long term. So if you just practice things more,
Yeah.
but if you have good short term, you're just in this constant state of memento.
yeah, I was gonna say
You
memento.
tattoo your whole body
Well, how short
all
term?
the time.
Like, because if we lose our short-term memory
30
and it's
seconds.
too short,
It all-
then you can't communicate with people because you'll forget your thoughts before they come out of
I
your
think
mouth.
short-term memory is 30 minutes.
Mm.
I think
Well,
that's what short-term memory
for me, it would also depend on whether or not the short term basically doesn't exist until it gets to where it's long term. Then you suddenly remember it. Then
Right.
I would have much of a problem with it because that's kind of how I am now.
Would you be like in a constant state of nothing exists until the long term kicks in?
You just keep remembering. You'd be like, "Oh, I know what they were saying." Like 30 minutes later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's basically how things are for me right now. So
I feel like that's the way things are with me when it comes to an argument. Like 30 minutes after the argument happens.
I should have
think,
said this.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get
have
it.
that
This is
problem
what I
too.
should have responded
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all comes together.
with. So, which one you would choose, Austin? You said you would choose,
Good long term.
but horrible short term.
Yeah.
Horrible short term would be so difficult to deal with, though. You'd be driving and just be like, "Oh, I forgot I even got in the car."
Well, what if you don't remember
Oh,
driving
that's
because you?
that's me already.
That's me when it gets late. That's a really scary feeling.
Now what
When
you
you're driving-
do is you just write everything down, you take notes and shit. You get over it, you know?
Yeah, but like
You just be present.
your whole present would be spent just taking notes all the time.
Yeah, but I mean,
You would never do
I don't know.
anything ever because you've been writing down what you were doing.
well, I don't do anything now, so it's fine.
Video games, video games, video games. If you had horrible long-term memory,
Mhm.
you could watch movies over and over and over again, and they'd always be awesome.
Yeah, but I don't
Why
watch
do you do
movies,
that?
but I would forget, so I guess I
That
would
depends
watch
on the
movies.
movie.
The
'Cause
movie's
some of
already
them-
awesome.
Some of them need to be watched more than once, and then you realize how great they are.
But if you never remember that you watched it, well, eventually you would remember. It'd go
Yeah.
to long term.
Yeah, you would remember eventually.
Oh, that's so weird. Like, I don't know how this works because it's like you would watch a movie, and what if the movie was 2 hours? Like, what would you
Ooh.
remember?
No, you watch it in 10-minute increments that you repeat like 60 times, and then you just slowly remember the movie.
Or you just keep it on pause for 30 minutes, and you're like, okay, I remember that frame now. And then you go to the next frame
I
and
don't
watch
think
it
that's
for
how that works, but sure.
you would remember that picture, all right. You just might not.
You just
it'd
watch
be hard
movies
to-
frame by frame.
Yeah,
So entertaining.
you read the subtitles. That's what you'd have to do to remember it.
Would you rather good things only happen to the people you know, or only bad things happen to the people you know?
Yes.
Wait, what?
So it's either just some wizard puts a spell on you so that
It's always a wizard.
the only people in the world who have good fortune are the people you know,
Oh.
or the spell makes
Oh,
it so that the only
so-
people who suffer are the people you know.
Who you
Wait,
know, and
so-
everyone else would have good things happen to them.
Because it's the would you rather is the outside people, because if everything good is happening,
Would
to
you
people
rather
know.
give good things to people you know or good things to everyone else that you don't know?
Basically, do you want to have a couple friends who all have great lives while everyone else is dying horribly?
if
Or-
Wait, does this affect me?
That's a really good question.
Does it
That's a
affect
good
me,
one.
or does it affect only my people I know?
We'll just say that either way you're fine for now.
Oh, then I don't give a fuck.
For
I don't give a shit
now.
about strangers. This is easy. I don't
it's
give a
funny
shit.
though, because it's like some stranger. If you had it set up so that bad things happen to people you know,
That's tough.
someone would walk up and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" You'd be like, "No, don't talk to me."
Oh yeah,
So-
I don't want to know you.
Yeah, but like you could hang out with people that you like and just watch like everything go to shit while you're perfectly fine. It'd be amazing.
you would spend your
So
whole life.
terrible.
You
That's
just try to
amazing.
you try to become friends with as many people as possible.
No,
Just destroy their
that would
lives.
ruin everything.
No, I'm just saying if you chose the one where good things happen to people you know.
Yeah.
Try to know everyone.
Why would I want to know more people? Then I wouldn't get to see the fun happen. See, this question relies on having morality, and it's.
I
just
feel like half
Well-
the would you rathers. Here's what happened when I was trying to find a would you rather. I went through a couple good ones and kept thinking, oh no, Brent's on this podcast. I know what he's gonna say. I was like, I know exactly what answer he's gonna give to this one. It's always like, well, I don't know those people, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't. Whatever. Strangers won't care when I die, so why should I care about them?
Yeah, there. See.
They won't come to my funeral, so fuck them.
I feel like I would do the one where good things happen to people I know.
Realistically.
Wow, Luke,
Wait,
way
so
to save the world.
if good things are happening to people I know, does that mean that bad things are happening to the people I don't, or they
Yes.
just have mediocre
Yes,
lives?
bad things
Horrible
happen to
things are
everyone
happening to
else.
everyone else.
That's a tough.
That's why it's
question.
exciting. That's why it's exciting.
Which, you know what, we're going to say people you know includes, like, we'll say, famous people. Like, Kim Jong-un.
Man.
Even famous people. Wait, so it's people we just know of?
Dang it!
Yes!
It's funny though because you
Oh,
would be at like a
man.
coffee shop with all your friends, like eating or drinking coffee or hanging out, and people out you'd be people watching, but people outside would just be getting run over, or like
Dying of leprosy.
It's just Final Destination all day, every day, but not you.
You know what? That's a good. You know what? That actually helps my answer. I'm gonna pick.
He's like, there's a show all the time. It's
I'll-
fine.
I'm gonna pick good things to happen to the people I know, because then maybe if this sounds terrible, but maybe if bad things happen to other people, our world will be less populated. So yeah.
Oh, like lanes opening up on the highway.
But
Yeah.
it's not they're dying. It's that
Well,
they
you never
suffer.
know.
So it could be like
people
they all
who
live to
suffer,
the age of. Hang on, they all live to like the age of, we'll say, 95, but they all have
Oh.
leprosy.
Well,
Well, yeah, but if
you know
they
what?
have
Then they're gonna be
leprosy-
staying at home. I won't have to see them.
Oh
Or
wait,
they'll
I
be
just
out
thought of something. If everyone, what if we change it that everyone had leprosy, which means
No,
if you were
Luke.
gonna go to Busch Gardens, you would need to know the people running Busch Gardens, because otherwise it would all
Yeah.
just be run down.
Yeah, but then their arms would fall off, so then what are they gonna do? Stop you? You can just run it yourself. Like,
Luke, I don't think we'd have a planet if the whole world had leprosy.
Well, it's also sort of the same thing if bad things are happening to all the people you don't know, because it's like, well, all the
Yeah, the
vehicle,
best.
the people who make stuff, the people who do things, the people who clean the pipes and fix
Yeah.
the cars and get
The
the
best
gas.
option would be to go with bad things happen to the people you know, because that's a less amount of people. But
Oh well,
In my
that's
small little
morally
world-
better.
yeah, it's morally better. But in my small little world, I want my friends who've already had a tough time to live good. So
But
sorry,
what if
world.
it-
Sucks
What
to
if
suck.
it doesn't? What if it doesn't fix it because the it only does it for the people you know?
Are you
not the
trying to
people they
persuade
know?
my answer?
I'm
I think
trying
you
to
are
make
you
people
are
think.
leading the witness. She is leading the witness.
I am
trying to change your answer on
I
me.
did think. I
dare
took a
you.
long time to think, and I stand by my.
All right. So everyone would has the same answer.
I don't know. If I was gonna watch people die and suffer, I would rather it be random people and not people I know.
Oh.
But
That was your answer, Shayne.
if,
I
if
know,
it's,
but I
only
almost said
people
exactly.
You know,
But I shouldn't say exactly.
you could go retreat into the rainforest where there is nobody, and then everything would be fine.
Maybe.
Your Honor, I object.
I'd probably realistically choose. Like, I would think I might choose morally that I would. Morally, I would think now that I would pick good things happening to others, but realistically, I would probably
is
pick
the
my
best
friends,
moral
yeah.
answer. Yeah.
That means that I am gonna be suffering, though. Actually, that's the thing.
I mean,
Is
Luke, don't
we
you
better
already
all
suffer?
honestly what Austin was doing. We should all do that because if any one of us picks the other answer, then we're the ones that suffer. So it's like, hey. No, you would definitely choose your friends, right? Right? You know, we're kind of like the ones at stake here.
Yeah, true.
You keep doing that. I'm gonna change my answer because I'll do whatever I want. You can't make me feel anything.
control.
Well, I thought you
That's
were
right.
going to be like, actually, the idea of all these people suffering makes me feel. You know what?
That's
I
right.
don't
Screw you
bend to
guys.
peer
That.
pressure, so I'll have to change my answer.
Yeah, I'll show you. Watch this. Ha! He's like the wizard is over there, and you're like, "Hey, Mr. Wizard, I'm gonna choose that one."
Hey, Mr.
Pay no attention to the
Wizard.
man behind the curtain.
That's a good one. I like that. That was a good one. I know mine kind of sucked. I just kept knowing what Brent would answer, and so I kept going like, "Well, I'm not gonna do that one."
Did you have good ones while I wasn't here?
Jeez, you don't think Brent's so predictable, Luke?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I know.
Sometimes
what
I feel.
Was he here for the duck horse one?
Sometimes I feel. No, he wasn't.
Okay.
That was me and Michael and Shayne.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
watching that
That
one, I
stupid
was
Reddit
very
one.
much. I would fight the 1,000 duck-sized horses rather than a horse-sized duck. Because that
I
duck.
fight the horse-sized duck because if you kill it, that's a lot of food.
I think the
Yeah.
duck's gonna make
Duck
the
is
news more than the
delicious,
horses
so-
will.
The thing is, ducks are psychotic.
They are, but whatever.
And
More of a challenge.
Yeah,
Monsters.
exactly. You get more experience for the giant duck.
you also will get a more agonizing
You
death.
get more experience.
They got teeth. It's just bill and some wings. and shit.
Exactly.
It's fine.
It'll still bite you.
I'm just saying, I'd
it's not
rather
made to do
know.
that.
I'd rather know that I died from a giant dragon like duck than a bunch of miniature ponies stomping on
They
me.
got hooves, man.
If you think about
but
it too, think about the two different sounds you'll hear.
It
if
wouldn't
you
even
die by
be
it.
like a. Hang on. It wouldn't even be like a goat kicking you. So
Yeah, but
I'd much rather stand on a mountain of dead horses than be mounted by a horse-sized duck.
Whoa.
If you think about the difference
Hope you have the endurance
of what you'll
for
hear.
that
Here's the
fight.
thing. Here's what you'll hear. If you die by the duck, you hear this really low-pitched duck quacking evilly. Yeah, like really slow. But if you die by the horses, imagine how high a horse's neighing or it is already. But a little tiny one, there'd be these high-pitched army.
Luke,
Of
if
horses.
you die, I think the last thing you're thinking about is what they sound like.
But which death would be worse?
It is the last thing you think of
The death,
because
I think
you're
the most
dead after.
the most embarrassing death would be the miniature ponies.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's gonna suck listening to it while you're getting trampled. And they'll probably bite you
I don't think
too.
I'd be listening.
They'll
Luke.
bite
I
little
don't think
pieces
that's what
out of
I'd
you.
be
They'll
doing.
bite
Like
your
horse
fingers
thighs
off.
that walk.
Yeah, like little carrots just
Yeah,
bite
then
your
all like
fingers
poop
off.
on you, and horse poop is gross.
well,
Mm.
there's a thing about duck biology that is. I don't know what our age rating for this is, so I don't know whether or not I can say it.
Wait,
You can say whatever you want.
biology?
Just
Okay.
know that it's being recorded and it's
we're
adult
in
going
only.
on the.
We're in
Alright,
science
18 plus.
class right now.
Okay, basically, the duck is one of the few birds that has a penis, and on a regular-sized duck, it's about 9 inches long, and
And
What?
it coils.
corkscrew.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it
What?
coils, and it will like go through mazes.
What?
Well, yeah, because the female duck has evolved because
I need
they
to
get
look
raped
up.
so
I need
much.
to look up duck anatomy now.
They have like.
Oh,
they-
don't look up pictures. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It looks kind of like
can't
a big
unsee
piece
them.
of. It looks
Nah,
kind of like
I
a big
need-
piece of macaroni.
I need to know. I didn't know this.
I didn't think you did, and that's why I'm like, I'm fighting those horses.
And as G.I. Joe
I don't
says,
want-
knowing is half the battle. So
I don't want like a 5-foot thing violating me,
it'll be fine. It's a corkscrew, so you just have to dodge.
so
and
it'll
weave.
come out my
Oh.
mouth.
Is the duck gonna
Whoa.
rape you? Oh dang!
Dodge and weave. Oh,
That's right.
Man. It's just like a wrecking ball. Just
That's right.
swinging. You're jumping. You're like,
Roll. It doesn't swing. It like shoots. Like it.
This is the weirdest
Oh,
thing.
it
What
like-
is
oh, oh
this? This
no!
really is like a corkscrew, like a.
Oh no! Oh no!
And that's why I'd fight 1,000
Why are
duck-sized
there
horses.
Google
'Cause
images of ducks?
you can stomp on
having
their backs, and that'll be the end of it.
I'm so concerned right now.
Oh.
Everything is on Google Images, Shane. Everything.
I know.
Yeah, you have to be really careful about what you Google sometimes.
Turn on the safe search.
Click. Yeah.
My
love
safe
how
search
the
is
first-
off at work. I live
the fir-
dangerously.
Oh.
The first post on this is, why did God give the duck a cockscrew penis? Good question.
There's so many
Internet.
puns in that.
Good question.
That's right.
So yeah, that's why
I'm
I
still
fight the
choosing.
horses.
Well, dang, that's a very, that's a very, that's a good point.
Speaking of getting screwed by very large things that are like corkscrews, just so everybody knows, Nick lives in Florida,
Oh, Nick.
Oh.
What part of Florida?
and I'm wondering, Nick, are you gonna be alive in a couple days? Because you're about to get smashed.
Well, I live in Jacksonville.
Is it
so
Jose or Irma?
It's Irma now.
Irma. Jose hasn't.
Yeah, so he lives
come
in
yet.
Jacksonville. I think you're pretty.
Yeah, but
Jacksonville is still gonna get like 125 mile-an-hour winds.
That's not as bad as it could be.
As
Still bad.
150.
Well,
Miami's
my
screwed.
I mean,
My
Miami's
family,
done.
yeah, my
my
family,
family
planned
lives
the
in
trip.
Port. Oh.
My family planned the trip to North Carolina like weeks ago before we knew about the hurricane. But
When do you leave?
tomorrow, and I think we're coming back for the hurricane,
man.
which
Oh.
is stupid.
that
You're coming
reminded
back.
me.
Are you coming back on Monday?
Then we're coming back Sunday.
Oh
think it's
no!
supposed to hit
You're literally coming back for the hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hurricane watch.
What did you
I have-
remember, Brent?
My coworker went to Florida for vacation. I wonder if he'll come
Oh.
back.
Well, my family that lives in Florida, I talked to them today, and they seem completely unbothered. So
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I know that Florida gets hurricanes like we
All the
get
time.
rain here in Seattle. Like just it's another hurricane.
yep.
But this one's like pretty freaking huge, and it's gonna hit Miami.
We don't
like-
need it. It's fine.
Miami, true.
Yeah, but
just
it's
Miami,
like
it's fine.
it's gonna
Miami
be.
always makes it through.
Yeah, they'll make it. I think. I mean, by the time it gets to Jacksonville, anyway, it's gonna be like below 100 mile an hour winds. So I think we'll be fine.
No, it's
The land
well
will
according
fuck it up.
to the internet that I looked at.
It's always factual,
says-
I mean,
It
who would
says
go on the
it's-
internet and tell lies?
right?
That's right. No,
Exactly.
Why would you do that?
literally nobody.
No one does
It's-
that. That's
It
crazy.
said that on Monday it's going to go through Jacksonville and the winds are going to be 120 miles an hour.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong.
Don't wear a wingsuit.
Well, Nick, if this is the last time we
Okay.
talk to you, it's been real.
That's right.
Can I have all your stuff?
And have all your stuff.
He didn't say no.
I think
That's
we'll be alright.
not a verbal confirmation.
Whatever you do, don't go outside in a wingsuit.
Oh.
Or if you
Just
do,
would
make sure
take
you film
off.
it.
That would be cool. Actually.
he's got like a little GoPro attached to his wrist. It's just like,
How much are wingsuits on Amazon?
oh man, I actually do kind of wonder how much those would cost.
Look it up. Mama.
I feel like it would be
Also, don't wear a deployed parachute.
If you search wingsuit, the first
who wears-
suggestion
wait,
is
wait.
wingsuits for men. So
Ooh,
that's weird.
Who just randomly wears a deployed parachute? Like,
And then the other option is wingsuits for kids, but not for women. Apparently, women
For
can't.
kids?
Yeah,
Women
Why
aren't
would
allowed
you
to
send
fly.
a kid in a
Luke.
wingsuit?
Luke, you want to know why? Because my kid wants to be Superman, okay? And he's going to be able to live his dream when I push
he's
him
not
off the
gonna,
cliff.
He's not going to get
and
to
he's
live
gonna
his
fly.
dream, Shayne. He's going to be dead before then. Because
And
you're
you know
going to push
what?
him off a cliff, and he's not going to be able to fly. Their arms aren't strong enough to hold themselves up on a freaking windmill.
You don't know
look at
how much my kid benches, Luke. You don't know
If
how
you
much
look
my
at
kid can
wingsuit-
bench? My kid benches 325 every day.
Okay.
Come
Wow.
on, Luke.
If you look at wingsuit on Amazon, it's not the results I thought you were gonna get.
Oh,
There's an
no.
app.
What?
That's the
Yeah.
wingsuit
There's an
light.
app.
There's a
The
wingsuit app.
light.
Yeah,
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 wingsuit
it's the
heavy.
free version of whatever the fuck this game is.
There's like
It's 3.5 stars.
It's not the greatest game.
It's also a movie on sale for 99 cents to $11. That's quite the
Oh,
disparity.
the wingsuit?
Yeah,
I saw
also-
some.
Wingsuit Man free.
Wingsuit, man.
Buy games for fun.
ooh,
Wingsuit
2.5
man.
stars.
excellent.
That's like
They-
Florida man.
43% 1-star review.
Man, this is anyway.
I hope you don't die, Nick.
Yep.
I hope a lot of people. I hope
Yeah. Oh, nobody dies.
2 million people in Miami don't get it.
Well, people die every day, Shane. It's
They
just
do.
part of life.
I know, but I mean, okay, I should say, hopefully, no one dies because of the hurricane.
Okay.
If they die because of something else, whatever. But
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
well, no, I mean that's
Doesn't
just
matter
life.
much.
That's just life.
That's
but,
true.
Well, hurricanes are part of life.
It's true.
Yeah, they are, but no one wants to. Well, never mind.
No one wants to
I was
die.
gonna say no one wants to die by natural disaster. Like, well, no one necessarily wants to die.
It's like you're gonna die.
Some people
Is it by a
won't die.
hurricane? No.
Well, like for me, I wouldn't want to die with a mass amount of people. Like, I want my death to be my death and my death alone.
You want to be unique?
Yeah, I want
Only me.
When I die, I want people to care about my death, not hundreds of thousands.
yeah,
of
it's kind of like
You know what I
it's like when your birthday is the day after
I
Christmas
know
or
that sounds
something,
bad. Yeah.
and like no one cares because Christmas just
We
happened,
don't
and so
care.
everyone
We have
got
Christmas.
presents.
Yeah.
My birthday.
That's
Come
what it's
to my
like.
birthday party, not me.
Dying in a
PS4
hurricane
Pro.
is like having your birthday close to Christmas.
My birthday sometimes is on Thanksgiving, so all that food is for me.
Oh yeah, see, that's a good one. That's a good holiday.
Yeah.
They're like worshiping your birthday with
That's right.
a ton of food.
Worshiping your birthday.
Sure, however you want to phrase it. That's fine.
I can't believe Thanksgiving's kind of close, isn't it? Like 2 months away or something.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
no.
trying to go to Texas for
I
Thanksgiving.
still remember last year's Thanksgiving.
Wait, really? Shayne,
Yeah.
I'm going to be in Texas for
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
really? Yeah. Well, a lot of my family. Well,
Where in Texas?
about to get kind of. Houston,
Beep, beep,
I
beep, beep,
think.
beep. Just bleep it all out.
Houston. No, it's just
Oh,
because.
Houston.
long-
Oh, no!
Why?
Did you say Houston?
I did.
Oh, no!
Why? What's bad about
If they're,
Houston?
where are you going to stay outside? There's no houses there.
Oh. No, I have a bunch of family.
Are
on
any
my
of them
dad's
named
side
Harvey?
That I haven't met. I don't know actually.
Nice.
I don't know. But yeah, I have a lot of family that I haven't met, and they want me to come down for Thanksgiving. So I said, all right.
Have you talked to him after the hurricane?
Yeah, I did, and they said everything was fine.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So
Because, I mean,
Luke-
obviously not all... What?
And to tell me my family's dead and is homeless.
No. I was just going to say, like, their house might be flooded, though.
I mean, if it's still flooded in 2 months, I mean, that's an issue.
That's on them, really.
Yeah, that's on them. Yeah, it's not the hurricane's fault anymore.
We're too lazy. The water's fine. We just live in a boathouse.
Yeah, they just, you show up, and they've just got chairs with little life rafts underneath them, so the chairs
Hell
are floating
yeah.
around on the water, and the table's
I'd be
floating on
okay
the
with
water.
that.
Be kind of a cool Thanksgiving.
It would. Well, it was like chained or something.
Why are we talking about Texas?
I don't know.
Thanksgiving.
Because
You were saying you were going to
Thanksgiving,
leave for Thanksgiving.
Why do we talk about
Yeah, to go
Thanksgiving?
to
though?
Texas. Because
you
Brent's
s-
birthday is close to
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
yeah, are we talking about birthdays
Every-
close to things and hurricanes?
It
being
was,
related to that?
birthdays
Because
at Christmas.
He said
time.
Thanksgiving. I said Texas. There was a hurricane in Texas.
Do you
Full
guys
circle.
like
That'll make
Thanksgiving or do you like Christmas better?
Christmas.
Well,
I like Thanksgiving better.
My answer should be obvious without me really answering.
Thanksgiving.
I like Christmas.
I like both, but at my birthday's.
But I will say Thanksgiving is very underrated.
I feel like Thanksgiving is less stressful
Love
than
Thanksgiving.
Because it's
Christmas.
I like eating more than I like opening presents.
With Christmas, you get to do both.
It's true.
Not real. My family doesn't.
Well,
like we don't
if you have
really.
the right- if you have the
we don't
right
really
family.
do good food on Christmas.
family
My mom's
does.
like, "You got presents? Go away."
Go away.
Like we're done now.
My family does like ham on Christmas, but they do turkey on Thanksgiving, and like turkey. beats
Oh,
ham.
turkey is so much better than ham, though.
That's
Turkey's way
debatable.
better. You like ham better, Shayne?
Well,
I-
technically anything is debatable. Whether or not it's true is what
Well,
really matters.
yes. No, that's
it
not
is.
true.
This
That's
guy-
not true. Facts are not debatable. Facts are not debatable.
Exactly.
That's debatable.
Which is why turkey is
Well,
better.
Let's debate that.
Luke is also right.
Not right. It depends on the situation. I do like turkey, but I enjoy the flavor of ham.
What if you add
I enjoy the flavor of ham.
ham flavored
I mean, that's
turkey,
it.
or
That's the
ham
ham.
with the texture of turkey?
But half of the time, I eat ham and turkey together, so it's like
Oh,
So-
actually, no. Here's the way you do Thanksgiving. Okay, this is the way you're supposed to do it. You're
Alright,
supposed to take.
guys, let's
you
all
take a
change
little
our
bit of.
lifestyles.
You take your fork and knife. You take your fork and knife. Hold on, no, this is
And you
really
stick
important.
them in your neighbor.
You kill your brother.
Assuming
And it's
they're
like,
Native American.
Wait.
oh my god!
All right. Well,
That's
that wraps up
amazingly
another
dark.
episode of the Luke Rockwell podcast.
Yeah,
Thank
really.
you so much for
That's it.
coming.
You just killed my podcast, Nick. I hope you're happy. It's dead
All of
now.
our Native American fans that just left the building.
That's why the hurricane's coming.
It's coming for you, Nick. That knew that this was going to happen.
It's making them mistake.
It's like, let's wipe this horrible person off the earth.
Now, the question is, what is more offensive? What Nick said, or the fact that we are assuming that the Native Americans have nature powers?
Well, I mean, you've seen Poltergeist. I mean,
Yeah, really. I think
It's probably more like culturally racist, or not racist, but culturally offensive to assume they have powers.
what
Luke, you know it's
what
true.
to say now. I was gonna tell you how to eat food on Thanksgiving. That's all I was gonna do.
yeah, way to be
know what?
offensive, Luke.
Yeah, Luke,
I know
you
it's all my fault.
You know
Like,
what, Luke? You know what you are? You're a pilgrim. You should be ashamed.
It's like you're practically Christopher Columbus. How dare you?
But on the other side of that, you should
Well,
invite Native
okay.
Americans to your Thanksgiving dinner.
What?
Yeah, you should.
Why?
They need to eat too.
Well, you should. You shouldn't. There's a lot of people you shouldn't invite because then they're gonna eat your food. But like, why specifically? Why specifically?
Thanksgiving
are you
is about
saying,
sharing, Luke. Have a heart.
I'm thankful for the food that belongs to me and my kin.
See, the way Shayne said that, I could almost see it being like, Thanksgiving is about sharing, and then he is at the Thanksgiving table and says to Luke, "Have a heart," and then Luke
No.
takes it and eats it.
Eats the heart.
Oh, I thought. Yeah, it's like you have a heart, Luke. Nope. I just. Nope. All right, I'm going to say this because people on podcasts are going to wonder what I was going to say. All I was going to say is you take your fork and you take a piece of the turkey and you put it in your mouth. You take a piece of the stuffing, you put it in your mouth. You take some mashed potatoes with gravy, you put it in your mouth, and you chew it all together and you eat it like a
No,
sandwich.
no.
That's
Why don't you
fucked up.
pick it up at the same time?
No. Just the stuffing and turkey.
Yeah, like make
Yeah,
a
like
No.
you
sandwich
stab it
out
all
of it,
together.
man.
Make like a shish
No,
kebab,
you
Luke.
mix it together.
You don't mix it in your mouth, Luke. That's gross.
Yeah, that's fucking.
What do you
are like
do?
have
four?
some,
Like, what's wrong with
have
you?
some table manners, Luke.
What do
Yeah.
you do,
Who
Shane? You
raised
mix
you?
it on your
Who
plate.
raised you, gorillas? No, you mix.
Are you like the kid in the Christmas story, just playing with how do
Look,
piggies
Luke,
eat?
What you do
Mix
is
it with your
this.
hands,
No,
Shane?
Luke,
Is that what you do?
You take the fork, you get the turkey, then you scoop the turkey into the potatoes, you scoop it into the stuffing, you put it in your mouth. Not one
Disgusting.
at a time, looking like some
You're
awkward person
disgusting, Shane.
who doesn't know how to eat his food properly.
How dare you?
Why are you holding turkey in your mouth and then waiting to chew it?
You
before
do
you
it
get some
because
potato?
because you
Luke.
no
That doesn't
Shane
make
because
any
you
sense.
Shane no because you do it really quickly. This is supposed to be.
So now you're
if you're a
forced
slow
eating,
eater, you
forced
can't
eating,
do this.
You're forced eating and you're trying to scarf it all
You
down.
don't have
How
to
would you
put
take
that
the
much
time?
in. You
How
just
would you
put-
take the time, Luke, to spend the quality time with your family, appreciate the conversation, and appreciate the flavor and wonderful food that
You
your
don't
parents
have
are
to take-
probably
just
prepared
take
for
smaller
you, instead of
bites.
stuffing it all
Shane.
into your mouth.
No, you take small bites, and then wait, Nick, you disagree with this? Why do you disagree
I
with
just eat
this?
the stuffing
Because
and the
he's
turkey,
a
no
s-
potato.
You don't eat potatoes at all?
No, I eat the potatoes,
No,
but not
that's
like
kind of-
with-
that's kind of
not with the
blasphemous.
stuffing and turkey. You like. I put my fork, I stab some turkey, and then I put that in my mouth.
Okay.
I stab some turkey.
But you see what
So I
he
was-
did? He does it all at the same time, Luke. You see what the kind of
Stab some
what we're
turkey.
kind of doing here? We're kind of just making it one solid movement, and not
some,
like
some of us eat like
three
adults.
I just
separate-
want it to go in
You eat one
my
at a time. That's like taking a burger buns and then taking the burger off and eating the lettuce.
That's what you're doing.
Okay, yeah,
No, it's like
Luke.
You're like taking
have
apart
to
the
realize
burger and then
the
taking
era
a
of your
bite
ways,
patty,
Luke.
a bite of lettuce, a bite of tomato, a bite of bun, separately.
no.
You're mixing
Like,
it all
you're
together
putting it in your mouth one at a time instead of all at once.
Come on, Luke.
You have to get the ratio correct.
You do,
The
but-
ratio.
Yeah, you
You're
do
gonna
that
get
by
the ratio.
have to
biting it.
eat the food,
You do that
Luke.
by choosing.
Shane, if you get the ratio wrong,
Everyone
Ruin.
dies.
But you get the ratio
Thanksgiving
right.
might as well be
You
over.
choose the right
Because
fork
you didn't get the
size
ratio
to
of
get
a
the ratio
small
right.
sliver of turkey into your mouth.
because every bite counts a lot. You can't just shovel
I
it
mean, I don't know, Luke. I didn't hear you one time say you chewed your food. I heard you said you stuffed it all in your mouth separately.
and then I swallow it whole. Yep. Yes.
But you don't even savor. All right, we're done.
Eats it
Let's
like a
move on to
python.
let's move on to a different holiday because
A different holiday.
let's talk about Easter.
I don't do anything on Easter at all.
How many
I eat a lot
chocolate
of
We don't
eggs
do
can you shove
eggs.
into your mouth?
Separately,
don't-
one at a time.
One at a time or all together.
Well, you can't shove them all in at once. You might as well just
You
get
take
big
a bite of
chocolate
your.
bunny.
Is that
your-
a challenge?
You take a
Go for
bite
it.
of. You take one jelly bean, and then you take a bite of your
How big
your
is the
Easter
chocolate
bunny.
egg? No, Luke, we're not breaking down candy this week.
Dude, they should make like jelly
There's
bean.
such a long, awkward
They
pause.
should make jelly bean filled chocolate
I had to think
rabbits.
about what you said.
Oh.
He was like, "Did he? Just, what? What just
like,
happened?"
wait a
They should
minute.
make jelly bean
No.
filled chocolate rabbits, but like
No.
Jelly bean filled.
I had
chocolate
there's
rabbit.
chocolate rabbits that have nerds in them.
ooh,
That's cool.
I'd eat that.
I
Are they
appreciate
still a
that one.
thing?
that's better
Because
than
I only
ramen.
remember having
Nerds?
it once when I was really young.
Wait, nerds?
Yeah, or some, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we
some sort of
gave
I
like
want
nerd
Kinder
candy-
eggs for
candies.
Easter. That's what I
We
want.
had nerds this
Oh,
summer.
Kinder eggs!
Yeah, man. Oh.
Kinder eggs.
So when
Kinder.
Luke and I were really young, one year we got these chocolate bunnies that were completely hollow and full of nerds,
Oh man, yeah.
and I've never seen them again.
I want that.
That's awesome.
I really want that.
They have Kinder eggs at Jungle Gyms sometimes.
What is a Kinder egg?
Yeah.
That's illegal.
It is illegal. It's fucking amazing. Kinder Egg
Jungle
has a
Gyms,
toy
how
that you put
dare
together sometimes. Sometimes it's
Actually,
pre-made.
hold up? Who doesn't know what a Kinder egg is?
Never heard of
I'm,
it.
I'm looking it up now.
Kinder Eggs.
Okay.
are
Oh, so
part
it's just
of-
me and Brent.
Kinder Eggs are part of the
Yeah,
Kinder
too.
brand, and in America they sell Kinder Bueno and the Kinder Hippos and stuff. But Kinder Eggs have a
I have no idea what those are.
there are other chocolate
Kinder
things. Doesn't matter.
Hippo.
So,
Okay.
the Kinder Egg, you open it up, and then it's a chocolate egg shell, and when you crack that open, there's a plastic container inside, and it contains a toy that sometimes you build, sometimes you don't. Most of the time nowadays, you don't build it, and it's bullshit. But when I was a kid, you built it. So, it's legal in, like, every country, except America, because, like, in the 30s, there was a rule that you weren't allowed to sell non-edibles inside an edible, and Kinder Eggs classify as that. But,
Because there's a toy inside of it.
yes. But...
Oh, these things. Okay.
But literally, nobody knows what that is, so it's the easiest thing to smuggle into the country. So,
It's technically illegal.
Wait, these things are illegal? Wow.
yeah, you're not allowed to
Yeah.
sell them. I think you're allowed to have them, but I don't think you're allowed to sell them here.
I think that like it's funny because if you, the whole point is that you open it up and there's this toy.
There's something
that
you
you put
choke on,
together.
but it's enormous, so there's no way you would choke on it.
But the thing is, like, if it comes together already, That's like buying a Lego set and it's just put together.
Yeah, I hate those ones. It's more common now. Every time I go to Ireland, I get a shitload. And Lauren's parents are like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Everything. I need these."
I need these eggs.
I'm looking at it on Google
It
Images.
says-
What's the inside of it?
It's a toy.
No, I mean, what? Like,
It's
you got
a-
chocolate on the outside. What's the
Yeah.
inner shell? What's that made of?
It's just like
there's like a-
plastic. It's
yeah, there's a
not- it's not-
plastic
it's not-
shell.
Yeah.
Wait, so you can't.
And
eat
inside the shell,
you,
Uh,
What?
Can't eat the thing inside. No.
no, you can't eat
But,
the
well,
egg.
It's
I
a
mean,
toy.
You've got
it's a
you've
toy.
Got, no, you've got the dark brown, and then you got the lighter sand color. What is?
Oh, that's just the color of the chocolate. It's not. It's
So
that's
it's- so
one
it's-
piece. It's not.
So,
Yeah.
so it's more chocolate, not something else.
Yeah, it's probably just like a light fudge
It's milk
or light
chocolate.
hot
It's
Right.
to be honest, it's not really that amazing, but it's just the
the
nostalgia
novelty.
value.
It tastes. I think
When
it tastes better because you know it's like this is illegal. I shouldn't have
because
this,
I
but I
spent
have
like
to.
I
It's-
spent
it's-
9 years of my youth in Europe, and then I go there almost once a year now, and it's just like it's fucking nostalgia, man. It's like I
Well,
need.
Yeah.
need-
in January, in January they're coming back to America fully legal.
Well, they have Kinder Joys are coming, but they don't have toys.
Oh, true.
Kinder. What is
Kinder
a Kinder
Joy is
Joy?
another thing. Kinder Surprise is the one with the toy inside, and Kinder Joy is the it's like yeah, and they sell Kinder Bueno and Kinder Hippos and stuff here because they don't have toys inside. But
Kinder
it's
Hippos.
not the fucking same, man.
I'm looking at them, and I really wonder what this third one is.
Oh yeah, they said it's gonna be
It's like-
chocolate. Yeah.
You have two that are Kinder Surprise. And you got one with a little rabbit. It's German, where it's like Kinder
It's
Uberette something. I don't
Yeah.
even know how to say that.
That's still Kinder Surprise. Kinder Surprise is the brand of the thing that has toys inside.
Happy Hippo.
They have like branded shit sometimes, so you get like Transformer toys. I have a Venom from Spider-Man toy from a
Nice.
Kinder Egg. Like, you get cool shit in them. And sometimes you get really generic, shitty things like a koala puzzle that's like 2 pieces. But like,
just
You know,
2 pieces. Click,
it's
click.
just like you
Done.
get really fucked up dumb shit, but you get cool branded stuff too. Like it's cool. Oh, that's not what the koala thing I got.
Got this.
Whoa.
guy in the
Oh,
Kinder
sweet.
Egg. That's pretty
We're
cool.
for podcast people listening. We're sharing pictures to the chat, and my brother just shared a picture of a supposed Venom out of a Kinder Egg.
That's the one I have. I have.
Oh,
that.
is it really?
I was wondering.
Yeah, that is the one I have. Yeah.
It
bothers
looks
me
like
that he
a
has ears.
Venom. It looks like a
Yeah,
Venom
the ears are because
Rugrat.
you can twist the head off and then you can combine it with other toys. I'm not really sure why, but like
Oh,
they like
What?
link up together. It's fucking weird. I don't
Why
know.
would you want to?
because it's like that freaky
What?
kid from Toy Story.
Yeah, kinda. It's weird. I don't know.
I was thinking it's more like the Lego stuff where they just have all these things like here's the thing, but you can take the thing.
No,
and
it
put
was meant to
together
be.
with other things.
It was meant to be demented.
It's weird. I don't. know.
I didn't say it wasn't. I just was saying that I've seen other things that do that. Like what is it? The
That
Power
koala
Rangers.
bear is pretty low quality.
It's not
I
HD.
couldn't
I'm
even
trying to
tell
find
it
the
was a koala
koala
bear.
puzzle one or like
Couldn't
the.
even-
I can't. I don't know where it is.
It has an obnoxious.
Just like a real koala.
If you fuzz your eyes while you look at that picture, there's a picture of a koala, by the way, that we're looking at. That's supposedly in a Kinder Egg. If you fuzz your eyes, it almost looks like the nose is an open mouth,
Yeah.
and it's just screaming.
It's
Speaking
just
of
like,
koalas, did you know koalas have AIDS?
All of them?
like all of them, like
There,
as a-
no, but like
species?
I forget how I got on the page of koalas at work. So I forget we were talking about like
No, I love it because it just starts out like, so I was looking at pages on koalas.
oh I remember what it was. It was something. Don't well I can't say now, but it was something at work, and I was like, ooh, that's funny. I'm gonna look at the koalas, and so I was reading about koalas, and it mentioned that a lot of the northern koalas in Australia have their version of AIDS, and it's slowly spreading south. It's just like, what the fuck?
Oh man.
They have like chlamydia and stuff too, so they're just like really gross animals. And they're
Are koalas just like weird animals that
they're very promiscuous apparently, and like
oh
it's messed up, but that's
they look like
life.
little teddy bears, but they're like these perverted little
Yeah.
well,
weird. Oh,
what are
it's
the
a
leaves
it's a pedo bear In real life, sort of.
Apparently, within 15 years, the koalas might go extinct because of their AIDS.
What? That would
Oh
suck,
man.
Don't they eat like I can't remember what the leaf is called, but it's
They eat
like
eucalyptus
poisonous.
leaves, and it's
Bad.
poison. So all it does is make them sleepy. So I don't even know how they're having sex. Like
They're just falling asleep all the time. Maybe that's
it's
what's
just
happening.
like Australia, man. Like the only animal that doesn't kill you is killing itself.
Which is
Like-
probably why it's not killing us.
It's like it's so tired of trying to survive in Australia. It's like I'm just gonna end.
Just gonna live it up.
I'm done. I'm just done.
Eat these leaves and
They're
sleep
just high
with
all the
Missy over
time.
there.
It reminds me of the Olympic animal for the Australia one, but everyone hated the animals, and they made like people made an animal with a name, and everyone loved it more. I'm trying to figure out what the name of it is. I'll come back to it though.
Wait, it's what is it exactly? It's an animal
Like
for the Olympics.
there was mascots, and people in Australia hated the mascots, so they made up their own, and it got so popular. It was more popular than the Olympic ones. It was called Fatso the Fat Arse Wombat, and like people loved it more than the official ones. Like, and it's. I forget how I was looking at Olympic mascots, but then I saw that and I was like, "That's
Fatso
amazing."
the fat-arsed wombat.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
That's so Australian.
That's hilarious. The unofficial Sydney 2000 Summer Olympics mascot.
Because they hated the other ones.
What?
That's like the Ollie, Sid, and Millie.
Yeah,
or-
yeah, they didn't like them for some reason. So people were like, "Fuck this, Fatso!"
It's so funny because it's like Australians. They're like, we
Yeah.
don't like this. We're gonna change it.
they're all criminals, so it makes sense.
It's funny
They're all
because
descended from criminals.
Nick's family is Australian.
Well, I mean, he escaped.
Escape.
I was gonna say we
Yes,
already
Eric.
pissed off the Native Americans.
That's right.
Pissed off all.
I mean, like, what are Australians gonna do? Come to America? That's a long
That's right.
flight.
That's
They don't
right.
have any guns. What are they gonna
It
do?
is a pretty.
It's
That's
true.
true, yeah.
It's true. They'll just drink whatever their beer is. I forget. It's always on British TV.
Oh man, what is that?
Hmm.
Their thing is Australian for beer, right?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Foster's.
Yeah, Foster's.
Foster's. That's what it is.
Is that common in Australia, Nick?
I don't know. I
That's-
didn't drink beer when I was there.
It's like it's the stereotypical drink. It's like Pabst Blue Ribbon of Australia.
I'm mad that. Actually, it's the first thing off this list of beers that. I was like, I just I googled it and it's like, Foster's is not really standing out in this big Google images of beers from Australia. It's just kind of annoying
Australians and
me.
their beers. So, I was googling stuff at work too, and
I was, not doing my job.
No, it was only for a minute. It was during my like lunch break. But I was looking up things that are going to destroy the world because we were talking about like the
You are a
hurricane and
pessimist,
stuff.
Luke.
Well, have you ever Googled what things that will destroy the world
I have,
before?
yeah.
I have
It's
not.
scary.
I've never actually thought about that, actually.
Asteroids.
Because I'm an optimist.
Apparently, the whole West Coast is like, I'm
Fucked.
screwed. Yeah, it's like
Oh, yeah,
it's
the West Coast. Yeah.
it's all game over in every direction.
You're done.
I thought because when I lived in LA, I was like, oh, there's this San Andreas fault line. So I'm screwed, just
float
gonna
away.
crack off. It starts at San Francisco and goes down to Mexico. I'm gonna float away. So then I moved up to Seattle and was like, great, at least I'm gonna get away from the San Andreas fault line. Well, there's another one up here. And it's called the Cascadia fault line, and apparently it's worse than the one in California. So like, the whole West Coast is gonna float away.
Yeah.
That's it.
So good. And then it can finally
I think
become its own
anyone's
country.
Well,
going to
I
be
mean-
too upset.
It'd be
That's
exactly.
true.
What would
true,
it
they'd
be
probably
called?
be okay with that. The United California of
United California.
Cascadia.
I was googling things that were like gonna destroy the Earth, and I came across an article of things that almost did. And apparently, in 2012, there was like a huge like solar flare that almost knocked out all of our technology and sent us back to the Dark Ages. But we were only like 2
man.
days
Well-
away from orbit from where it hit or whatever.
If Superman was here and sped the Earth up just a little bit when he was doing his Superman thing, it would have ruined everything. What were you gonna say,
Well,
Brent?
it
Well,
ruined
is that not true?
Well, I mean, it technically is, but I mean, we get hit with solar flares all the time. But are you
Not as
saying it was
big
like
of a
a
deal.
massive
Yeah.
one?
Like super
Oh, okay.
big. Like
Fair enough.
this is from NASA. Like NASA said this, so I'm not quoting like a.
Well,
blog.
no, I'm not doubting. I'm not doubting you, but I was just like
BuzzFeed told me.
CNN told
Oh,
me.
man.
The clickhole told me.
Fox News.
Have you
I
guys heard
told
of super volcanoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what got me googling things that were gonna destroy the Earth.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's this channel on YouTube called Top Tens, and they were talking about 10 things that are going extinct. They worded it differently, but
Koalas.
the number one thing on the list was sperm.
Whoa.
What's going
What?
There's a trend that men produce less and less of it within the last 70 years.
Oh man.
So eventually, it might
What?
we might all be impotent.
Oh no!
Every
Everybody loses then.
Yeah.
Oh well.
The human race is going extinct.
Oh man.
I mean, it was just one dude's study, so it's not really
it's-
like.
So what you're saying is it's completely legit.
But he based it off a bunch of different studies that included, I don't know what the fuck these studies were, but like sample sizes, I guess, of living
Of him and his
things
friends.
inside of that.
How would
stuff.
you measure that?
I did not research this one.
You probably just went to a bunch of like sperm banks and
Just
their
counted the
history
sperm
records.
one at a time.
Other
Looked at
stuff
their
on the list
records.
was like wine, chocolate, water,
Water.
Water.
sand.
Water's going extinct.
Water.
What?
Viable water is running
So we
out.
need to boil the ocean
Um,
and drink.
that's right.
Oh,
Sand
okay.
is actually
Yep.
running out.
That's
not like
I love it because like that has no problems with it. Let's just boil the ocean.
Boil.
It's
the
not like
ocean.
there's a ton of
Let's just
fish in
boil the
there.
entire ocean.
It's not like the Great Barrier
water
Reef
for all.
and tons of fish. Let's just
That's right.
boil the whole ocean so
Lots
we
of
can
seafood.
drink water.
the,
Yeah, really.
That's terrible.
Lots of seafood and then never again.
the one that
like
was
half
really
of our-
weird.
we
I
use like
thought
half
was
of our
that they were
oxygen.
talking about sand running out, and I was like, how the fuck is the ocean
I
has
can
tons of
understand
sand?
that.
But what they
What?
what they mean in the thing is we're running out of sand that we use for like concrete because we need rough sand from the ocean. No, was it from deserts? One of
So
them was-
concrete. So concrete is going extinct.
I'm guessing it would be deserts
good.
because then
Yeah,
it's
that's why it's taken so
dry,
long to
whereas
fix
it. Yeah.
the ocean would probably erode the sand
we're
to make it smooth.
we're running out of coarse sand, but there's plenty of fine sand, and fine sand can't be used.
See,
for
after we
concrete.
boil the ocean, we could take the sand.
Then we can get the sand really easily
Yeah.
because there'll be no water left. And I love it because it's like there's no water left, and the first thing we think is like, oh, we should go get some more of that sand. Like what?
Get all the concrete.
This is a post-apocalypse movie in the making.
Yeah, really. There's no water, and we're like, we gotta build
Boil
some
the
roads,
ocean.
They
guys.
should.
We gotta build some roads.
They should like build.
get
Build a
the
road to
ocean.
Well, they could
Australia.
build like desalination plants on like the coasts. You
It's
know,
true.
And use like the sand they get and the water that they get from them.
Can you make sand coarse again?
I probably.
Like glue it back together?
I don't know
Yeah.
about it.
Definitely get some Elmer's glue. Luke. Get some Elmer's glue and just glue
That's
that
right.
sand.
Just one speck at a time. I got one sand. It's like an hour later. I got one.
One sand.
Oh, what else? Was there anything else on that list?
Pretty cool. Hey,
There's
Chocolate's going. Why is chocolate going away? Because
the areas where chocolate is grown is only
Getting
close to the
deforested.
equator,
I
so
don't need
Right.
chocolate.
Global warming and stuff is ruining crops that can grow there. So farmers are running out of money
Why
to
don't we
grow
just move
things.
the farms?
So that's the problem, though. I mean,
Just pick up the whole.
it's mostly
farm
in
and
third
move it.
world countries, so
Yeah.
it's not like
Why don't we pick up the farm and move it over there?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Over here.
Reference.
Someone in the comments just wrote out all 10, so I'll just say it's antibiotics, chocolate, sand, fish, gold, wine, phosphorus, water, medical isotopes, and sperm.
Oh, actually, that reminds me.
Fish.
So why?
Yeah.
I know it's gonna sound like a stupid question, but it's not a stupid
Might
question.
be.
No
Why?
question
Why is
stupid, dude.
gold worth as much as it is?
It's the
Other
standard
than it's
for a lot of
rare.
countries.
Yeah, but why?
That's such a stupid question.
I don't know.
It's
because
like it's
most-
softer than most metals. It's
Because
rare.
shiny.
Yep.
Is it the only reason it's worth something is because it's rare and it's shiny?
All of the
Yeah.
gold in
Probably.
the earth can fit in one Olympic-sized swimming pool and not even fill it up halfway.
Yeah, but why is it?
From my-
It's just so it's
from my
just pretty.
All of the gold on
guess.
Earth can fill.
Yeah.
a
My
swimming pool?
understanding, it's
Yeah,
Oh my god.
from my understanding, it's that
it's not a lot.
for one, gold does not rust, so it can last a really long time.
That's true. It's very malleable.
Yeah, it's malleable, so it's easy to make into stuff.
Yep.
And it's rare, so you
Yeah, so
can't
it's
get hold of
soft.
it easy. So it's just well suited to being money.
If you combine it with other
I'm
materials,
just trying to think. You know how like if it's like if I gave you a dollar bill that was $100 bill, you'd be like, oh, it's worth $100 because we decided it's worth $100.
well,
but
that's not true for all countries. What you're about to say.
I don't.
A lot of countries have a gold standard because they actually have money.
No, I know
Their
what I'm
currency's
saying.
based off.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is that like with inflation and stuff, money's worth what it's worth. But if the apocalypse happens and everyone's looking for food and metal,
to
and stuff,
bartering.
then it's like why is gold worth anything at all other than it's
Just
just
to give it
pretty?
value.
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
That's
We give anything value, and that's why it has
I
value.
guess early
well, things have
on-
demand.
Well,
Why does
it-
gold has
It's
demand because it's pretty?
It's because it's scarce. I just looked it up.
That's so
Yeah,
weird.
No, the scarcity is because if I, for example, we'll go back to bartering, where
Doesn't
you have the whole thing
oxidize.
of you want tokens or something because you might be selling a cow, and I don't want a cow, but I have something that you want. So you trade me something for it that.
Yes.
And gold would be the best choice for that because it's uncommon, which means I can't just pull gold out of my backyard and be like,
Like you can
hey,
pull
every
another
So you
cow.
so you don't have an
True.
inflation of gold.
Yes,
I will
it's
trade
scarce.
you for your
But it's
cow,
all
7 blades of
representation.
I'll
grass.
take the gold because the next time I get gold, I don't know when that's gonna be. But I
Right.
can get another cow.
So it's like a natural set currency that doesn't increase or
That's
decrease.
true.
So there's no inflation
Yeah.
on it.
It only exists so much, and you can't get
Yeah.
more of it
Right.
until we go into space.
or
Oh
we
man.
just discover
Oh, we
more.
go into
on Earth
space.
That's
somewhere.
right. That's true. All the gold we know of can only fit in a pool.
Once we go into
Well,
space,
Whereas, like, if you make your money, like, we're gonna make the money leaves, then
all of a sudden it's
Need
like,
a lot of
I'm
leaves."
so rich because it's fall.
The economy dies every fall.
Yeah, right. For real.
Everyone's like,
Literally
I'm so
dies.
hungry. I can't buy anything because I
Imagine
don't
how
have
many
any
leaves.
leaves.
How
How
many
could we
leaves
eat our?
something would
How could
cost?
we eat our Thanksgiving?
How much gold it
Oh
costs.
yeah.
I will trade you
Well, no,
13
That's gonna be,
evergreens.
that's gonna be 2,000 leaves.
Oh no!
what would
It's
happen-
like,
Guys.
no, we can't give you any money. What do you think leaves grow on trees?
guys, what would happen is this would encourage deforestation because people would
That's
want to
true.
create a scarcity of leaves.
They'd
Oh, yeah.
they'd plant a
That's a
tree.
bad idea.
They'd plant a
That's a bad
tree,
idea.
and then they would set all the other trees on fire.
It's such a terrible.
So they would be
idea.
the only one with leaves.
They'd set the world on fire,
Oh no.
Yeah, basically.
and that's why we don't use leaves.
That answers all my
Kids,
questions.
That's why we don't use leaves as currency.
Imagine if
kids.
someone swooped.
Stay in
Imagine if
school.
someone joined in this podcast and then they just heard that. And in summary, everybody, that's why you don't use leaves as money. All right.
There's a lot of that. I have a lot of that at my
Miss
job. Out of
something.
context phrases that are really funny. You don't know why someone got a clock for working there the longest. He picked it because it was the most expensive thing.
Oh yeah.
I
You
mean,
got a
I
what?
would do that too. But it goes off every hour, and it plays like the Big Ben. Da, 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 da. Like it does a chime for every hour, like most old clocks. And so we were talking about how we have come to accept it now because he put it on max volume, and so we all hear it.
Joy.
No, it's actually really funny. It has not gotten old yet. But someone was like, we were calling it dongs, which was already funny on its own. But like today, someone looked like they were a little bit down, and I was like, "You all right?" He's like, "I didn't get enough dongs."
I didn't get
No
enough.
context.
Because it wasn't 5 p.m. yet, so there wasn't enough dongs to go home. So it's just, but like, if someone were to hear that, like, we'd probably be sitting in the HR office and have to explain.
Right, for real. Like,
Sitting here, they're like, this is the sort of thing
What
where
are
it'd be
you doing?
like, wait, what did you say your job is?
Yeah, really. You go into
I
HR
promise.
and you're like,
You didn't get enough dong yet.
it'd be like,
Promise I'm an
you
adult.
go into the HR office and they're like, wait, what did you say? And you're like, then you sit back and you're like, okay, look, okay. So there's this clock.
It's a perfectly
It's really
reasonable explanation.
expensive.
I swear I'm an adult.
I have a lot of those conversations, and I've said that, where I'm like, my parents always told me I'd have adult conversations. They were wrong.
Oh man, that's kind of like what this podcast is like.
That's right.
Every once in a while we try to make it serious, and it's like, nope.
That's not fun.
It's boring.
Wants to be serious.
That's right.
We talk about koala AIDS and
And dongs. It's right.
dongs and hurricanes and
Ducks.
would you rather have your friends feel pain or
Oh man.
bring it
that's
all
funny.
back?
That's right. Bring it around. Well, guys, I think we're gonna wrap up this
Downtown.
podcast. I think it was a great, funny, good conversation. So we talked about dongs. Let's stop.
We talked about
We always
Right.
stop. I always try to stop it at the worst. All right, guys, that's enough dongs. Let's
Yeah, it's
stop.
usually about people dying too.
So
Yay!
plugs. We've been talking about dongs. Let's talk about plugs. Shayne, you got any plugs?
The only thing I'm going to plug this week is the podcast that I host is called the Pop Talk Podcast. You can find that on SoundCloud. Our recent episode, we talked about the Video Music Awards, the VMAs, so we're into that. So definitely check that out. I got one of my best friends to guest host on it. So it's a cool episode. I like it. It's great to have another person on there. So yeah, and also you can follow my Twitter at Mr. McCaddy, and I would say the YouTube thing, but there's stuff.
Yeah, I kind of was wanting to know about
it's coming. No, it's coming.
I haven't seen any videos.
If you want to know my YouTube stuff, listen to the other podcast where I will tell you what it is, but I'm not going to say it now because I kind of can't. So
What? All right, fine.
And it's
Got a
and
gun
it's
to
and
his
it's
head.
in its right time, Luke. In its right time. It's coming though.
Fine.
Don't worry, it's coming.
All right. Austin,
thing.
do you have anything that you want to plug?
Nope.
Okay. Oh no, I think I already know where this is going. Actually, so Brent, you don't have anything, do you?
Nah.
Nick has something.
Do I?
Yeah, you got a band.
Music, right?
I have a band.
Got a
We don't have
band.
a Facebook page. We don't have a website. We don't have anything online still.
But you can still build up hype for
Well,
it.
yeah, music. Yep.
Uh,
Don't you have music online?
is what? Sorry.
You have music online, right?
No, not online. We're still recording our EP.
Yeah, he's sending. So what Austin mentioned earlier was Nick sending him, like this.
Who has?
What?
I think that was before the podcast started. But
Wait, I'm confused. I downloaded someone's EP from this podcast.
Oh, that was Sean.
John, okay, I thought it was Nick. Okay.
This whole time you thought they were the same people. No.
I know. I just thought it was Nick because I remember Nick talking about a band.
Oh no. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to talk about it? Like, you're working on it. You're trying to get an EP out right now. You've recorded your first song, and you paid a lot of money to do it, but you're still waiting for it to get like mixed.
studio sessions.
Yeah, so like I'm not saying that like, way to go, Nick, you paid a lot of money, but like, it's high quality because they've been working hard on it.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. When do you know when that's gonna be finished? The recording?
He has like a list of bands he has to work on before us. He's like pretty big in the genre. He works with a lot of big record labels and stuff. And we like just recorded a week ago, so I would think realistically it'll be done in like 3 weeks. Like that song. Then we have to record our other 5 songs, but we need a bass player.
And do you have like a deadline or anything for like when you're trying to release the EP so people know when to look for it?
No, we're just trying to get it done as quickly as possible. We still have to write 2 more songs.
We're just trying to make it.
We're getting.
Sorry, we're just trying to finish.
We're getting artwork worked on. I'm putting together the like marketing and promotional plan and stuff for the EP.
Nice.
Yeah, the band's name is Days Gone By.
We didn't mention it either. Nick does a lot of marketing stuff. He's had his own little business for a little while. He has a blog. Do you want to plug that? I don't know. You can plug any of these things, man. I'm just trying to think. But basically, he has done a lot of different marketing stuff, and this is another one of his sort of projects. It's just a band this time.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
If you like metalcore, it might fit your taste. We're working with the dude who he's done a lot of songs off of the Punk Goes Pop records. I don't know if anyone knows what that is, but
is it Pump Goes Pop or was it?
It's Punk Goes Pop.
They do a bunch of other genres too.
Yeah, there was like
Punk Goes Metal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other.
It's not him, or it's not the same. Yeah.
I'm not the same
person. Well, it's like so. I asked him about that, and he said the way it works is the bands that are on the record choose their producers individually. So he's been chosen by a lot of the bands that have been on those albums, and he still keeps in touch with a lot of them, which is pretty cool.
Right.
Nick, I'm just gonna say, if you can't find a bassist, always just switch to black metal and then treble up really high and record on one of those children's recorder things.
Oh, I was just about to link a picture of that.
And then
Could.
I mean, you can kiss commerciality goodbye. But
that's right. You'll sound great. It'll be perfect.
Oh my god.
Black metal recording studio.
Brent
just sent a picture of like a child's recorder.
That's right. I mean, that's what it sounds like a lot of times.
So for me, you can follow me on Twitter at Luke Roxwold. You can follow my vlogs, Luke Roxwold Vlogs. I just released a new one today, actually, so check that one out. I'm going to be changing my format, I think, a little bit. I've been doing kind of very large-scale vlogs, and I'm a little annoyed that they haven't done better because I put so much work into them. So I'm going to probably start doing more videos with a little bit more simple setup. So check those out. Check out the other podcasts, I guess. So yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks for joining us. Everybody who's on the podcast right now, awesome. Thanks. Especially those of you who are on last minute. And yeah, check out our other episodes, and we'll see you guys around.
Thanks so much for the support. Won't say it, but we care about you.
I care about you, okay?
I care about you very deeply.
Are
You're
we
okay.
For someone to say outro music?
I think we are.
No.
Outro music.
Oh!